none other than Jacinta Price, who's, of course, the Deputy Mayor at Alice Springs. She'd like to be the next Senator for the Northern Territory. She's part of the Centre of Independent Studies as well. And our mate Dave Sharma as well, who's the Liberal member for Wentworth, who's joining us now from lockdown as well. So I wanted to ask you both this, but I'll put it to you first, Dave, where apparently Liberal MPs have all been told that expect an election sooner than we think. Now, of course, this has immediately got the Canberra-Columbos going nuts that there might be a November or December election. But am I right in suggesting a week might be a long time in politics, but it's a blink till we're in to the first couple of months of next year?
Look, I think that's right. I think people have probably over-interpreted that remark. I think the PM in that meeting, I think, sort of hastened to add that he wasn't suggesting an election was imminent. My expectation is that we'll go, near or close to full term, which is still a pretty short term compared to parliaments around the world. It's only a 3-year term in Australia. So, look, you've always got to be ready for whenever an election might come. I certainly don't have any privileged insight into when it might be, but my planning assumption is what the PM said previously, which is he's a full termer and we'll go pretty close to a full term.
Yeah, now, Jacinta, obviously, it doesn't really matter when the election date is. You want to get the word out that you are a candidate, all the rest of it. But the Northern Territory is a bloody big place. It's got a place that's got a couple of strong little Labor holds in it. So how do you do the shadow campaign before the real campaign when for 33 days it's all about trying to get that Senate seat? So how do you get the word out in the NT that you're on the ballot, you're ready to go?
I'm champing at the bit. I tell you what, when I got wind there's a possibility it could be happening earlier than I thought, great, this would be a wonderful opportunity. Look, we, as the Country Liberal Party, we tend to pre-select a fair lead-in to the actual when the election is going to be called. So, of course, it was just back in July that I was pre-selected. So, if it does take place in January, that's plenty of lead time for me. As you said, it's a massive electorate to cover the entire Northern Territory, and we have also just had our local government elections last weekend. So I am no longer the Deputy Mayor of Alice Springs.
I apologise.
And I'm no longer with the Centre for Independent Studies either.
I apologise.
But so I'm really looking forward to this election taking place. But we also have a by-election.
Well, I don't want to put up on your super unemployed, Sheila.
Slightly unemployed, Sheila. I'm still doing the good work with Advance Australia, so I'm not completely unemployed just yet. But yeah, so next weekend we have a Northern Territory by-election for the seat of Daly. So for those of us who've been pre-selected, we're not sitting around twiddling our thumbs waiting for the election to take place. We're certainly out and about, making sure everybody understands that we are out and about, that we are on the ballot paper coming up. In fact, many people have asked me, why haven't you run for mayor? Why aren't you going for mayor? I've had to say, that's simply because I'm going to head to Canberra, hopefully, and become a senator instead.
Because as we all know, the rules, constitution, even if you were re-elected, you'd have to quit that job in order to go and stand again. So you wouldn't be able to have sort of the 2 gigs, all the rest of it.